Hello students, hope all of you are fine and staying safe at home. In our last class, we have discussed about the topic properties of integer. So today we are going to start with exercise 1D. Before going to the exercise, let me give you a small description of those properties which I have explained during the last class once more. So what are those properties? Let's see. First property was closure property. Closure property means if we take two same category of number and we will apply the mathematical operations on them, the result will come of the same category of number. It is applicable in case of addition, subtraction, multiplication, but in case of division, it may or may not be applicable. Then comes commutative property. Commutative property means interchanging. Interchanging the position, we will get the same result. Commutative property is again applicable in addition and multiplication. It is not applicable in subtraction and division. Then comes the identity property. Identity property means by adding or multiplying a number with a certain number, the number will not change its identity. For example, if we add 0 to any number, the number will remain same. So 0 is called the additive identity. Similarly, if we multiply 1 to any number, the number will not change. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Then number 4 is associative property. Associative property means to make a group. If 3 or more numbers are being asked to add or multiply, then we can apply associative property. The fifth one and the last one and the most important one was distributive property. Distributive property means to distribute something. So, distributive property is again subdivided into two parts. Distributivity of multiplication over addition and multiplication over subtraction. So, a number is being distributed over other numbers is called distributive property. Then there are two more terms which are being used. They are this additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Additive inverse means opposite and multiplicative inverse means reciprocal. So this much we have done in our previous class. Now we will go to exercise 11D. So everybody take out your book, turn to page number 13, sit with a pen and paper. First listen to me carefully, then you yourself will solve the exercise 11D. So go to page number 13 of your book. In page number 13, question number 1, you can see here it is asked, fill in the blanks and name the property used. So here dot are given. This means you have to fill those blanks by using the exact number, and you also have to write the name of the property used here. So question number 1 is 11 plus dash equals to minus 27 plus 11. If you look here carefully, the right hand side there is 27 plus 11. So in the left hand side it is 11 plus dash. It will be obviously 27 to balance this equation. So in the dash it will be minus 27. So what type of property is being used? Here just interchange 11 plus minus 27, here minus 27 plus 11. So the name of this property is commutative property of addition. Clear? Now 1's 3 number. It is also same, just the difference is here there is multiplication. 8 into 4, so in the right hand side it will be 4 into 8. The name of the property is commutative property of multiplication. Then comes to question number 1's 5. Here you can see 3 numbers are being added. The question is 21 plus 19 in one bracket, then plus of minus 23. And in the next part, that means in the right hand side it is given dash plus 19 plus minus of 32. So 21 will be obviously here to make the equation balance. Now here we have applied the groupism system. So groupism system is being used in associative property. So we have associated. In the left hand side we have associated 21 and 19, and in the second right hand side we have associated 19 and minus 32. So since in the middle addition signs are there, it will be associative property of addition. Next, in question number 1, 7 number, you can see same rule is being applied but in case of multiplication. So the name of the property is associative property of multiplication. Now the last one, that is 9 number. Here 127 into 25 plus 5. In the right hand side it will be 127 into 25 plus 127 into 5. So 127 is being distributed over 25 and 5. The name of this property is called distributive property of multiplication over addition. Here multiply sign and here addition sign. So distributive property of multiplication over addition. The remaining sums which I have not solved in this PDF are left for the students to be solved by themselves. Write the question and solve it in your notebook. Now we will go to question number 2. In question number 2, you can see what it is written is subtraction of integer commutativity. Can an example be given to support your answer? So whatever I have given you in the explanation part, you will find the answer of this question from this part. So question number 2 is left for the students to be solved by themselves. Do it in your notebook. Now question number 3. Question number 3, you have to find the value of the given simplifications. It seems to be very easy, but we need to apply the property. Though it is not mentioned in the question, find the value using property, but you have to use property. You can't solve this problem directly. So let's have a look how to solve these problems. Turn to page number 14 of your book and see the question of 3 subdivision number 1. What is there? 8792 multiply 997 minus within bracket 792 into 997. So here is the question. So look at the question very carefully. This is one part before the minus sign and this is another part after the minus sign. There is a common number between these two parts. The common number is 997. So we can say 997 is distributed over 8792 and 792. So using the distributive property, we get 997, we have taken common. So here it's left with 8792 and here it is left with 792. Then according to BODMAS rule, we have performed the function of the bracket. So we have subtracted. We have got it at 8000. Then we have multiplied these two and finally we have got the result. So next two you will do by next two number you will do by yourself in the same procedure. I am going to question number 3, subdivision number 3. It is bit different. The difference is you can see the maths here also two parts. In the first part it is 65,129 into 99 and in the second part it is only minus 65,129. Here is no other term. Now we need to find the other term. How we have find? We know that if 1 is multiplied with any number, the number will remain same. So this part I have written as 65,129 into minus 1. So now I can use the distributive properly. 65,129 I have taken common. Here it is left with 99, in middle minus sign, then here minus 1. Then I have simplified it and hence the result. So this much for today's class. See you again with question number 4 in the next class. Thank you.